Well, we set aside $100,000 in Lehigh County to go to a program for children. I thought we sent our kids to public education for our children. When I analyzed the numbers of the school districts in Lehigh County, I took note that the Lehigh County school districts, their budget exceeds is nearly $900 million. Okay, $900 million. Our budget this year is around $392 million. I didn't know our job was to educate children. I clearly thought public education was supposed to do that. Then I went through this process.
Your source dried up, your program has to dry up. That's the way it works. Yeah. Another point of clarification on the gaming money, it was sold as a bill of goods to reduce property taxes. No matter how you put it in writing, that's how the public perceives it. That's where the money must go. A third point on the ball field, it's another business the government should not be in.
We just don't have the money, and we need to start living within our means on all levels. Thank you.
I'd like to thank Glenn Eckert, Commissioner Eckert, for his statement saying it's not the county's responsibility to educate the children. And I have a question for Commissioner Hansel. Is this statement true or false? This doesn't increase taxes, but it increases spending. Is that true or false?
That's true.
That's what's wrong. That's what's wrong.
It does not increase the property tax at all.
Does it increase spending?
Yes.
That's what's wrong with our government right now.
Yes.
We need to control spending.
I represent Allentown Symphony Association, who is a recipient of the school children who attend the annual youth concerts each year. I do want to emphasize that more funding for the youth concert at Allentown Symphony supports an educational, interdisciplinary, music-based program where students receive teachers' manuals. It is not just a one-day event. I also want to say that these kinds of things that happen with more funding at the Art Museum, at the Da Vinci Center, through Repertory Dance Theater, the Baum School, and some of the other venues are experiences that cannot be duplicated in the classroom. And I would hope that you would consider the children and hope that you would also support the arts and cultural, science and nature venues that exist in Lehigh County for the benefit of all citizens.
I'm the director of the Allentown Art Museum. Obviously, I've got a biased opinion on this particular amendment. I support Commissioner Hansel's effort to try and find a way of funding programs that are vitally important to thousands of young people in our community and in our county. I can only say that the arts are not the only area that needs support. There are essential services that everyone talks about tonight, jobs and so forth, that I'm totally empathetic with. The loss of funding in the More for Children program amounts to about $14,000 to the Allentown Art Museum. We have been bringing children into our museum for many, many years. They get frequently the only experience of creative experience, if you will, with the arts, visual arts, through this particular funding source. I would have to argue that the amount of money that you're taking away is significant in many of your eyes and views, but it incapacitates a program that has been very efficient, well spent, and effective.
I am very much in favor of the arts. However, I think the arts should be, as far as children's programs, should be funded by contributions from individuals, not government. When you look at our school system right now, our children can't read or write. We can't pass the proficiency tests. Why don't we spend the time that the children would have gone during school hours and get them to learn? More time in class.
I have two children, school-age children, who really don't need this program. Thank you very much. This is equivalent to 2 non-union jobs, or you can find other ways to spend this money in other places of the budget.
when I was a kid growing up, if we wanted to do something, we had to raise money to do it. You know, we went out and sold candy bars and, you know, whatever, we had to do that. Now, I'm all for the kids. Came from a foster home, I know what it's like. My mother had like hundreds of kids to her house as a foster mother. We always had to earn our own way. And so I know people say, oh, it's only $75,000, but you know, it's $75,000 here and $75,000 there, and next thing you know, it's $150, it's $2.25, it's $3.25. I'm not against doing things for the kids, but we have to be practical. And everybody has to have a sense of shared sacrifice in the county. Everybody has to give a little bit. We all do. I hate to see the divisiveness. So some people don't want to give, but everybody has to give something for us to get through this. We have to get through it. And it really upsets me to see the divisiveness between the unions and non-union employees. We need to work together, and we need to refocus on that, about what's important and what's not. Thank you.